Guys, the year is not yet over, and the K-drama world keeps on giving us swoon-worthy shows to look forward to. However, it's no surprise as we're already receiving interesting updates on Korean dramas coming to our screen in 2026, with top stars, gripping webtoon adaptation, and award-winning stories to add to our watch list. So get ready, grab a popcorn, because here are 10 Korean dramas to look forward to in 2026. Starting the lineup is a quirky fantasy romance drama, Human from Today.
친애하는 인간 여러분, 내가 잠깐 실례할게요. 구미호로 사는 건 말이야. 고생 없이 재밌는 것만 딱 즐기는 거지.
This series tells the story of our female lead, a quirky, nine-tailed fox, who lives her immortal life to the fullest. Unlike traditional stories where gumihos desperately long for humanity, our female lead does everything she can to avoid good deeds, just to make sure she doesn't accidentally become human. However, everything changes when a sudden accident involving a world-famous soccer star transforms her into an ordinary human. Starring Kim Hae-yoon and Lohmun in the lead roles, Human from Today is set to premiere in the first half of 2026, after originally been pushed back due to production delay.
인간 되면 안 되니까. 인간 수컷이 인간 암컷한테 수작 부리는 거. 플로팅!
야, 너 미쳤어?
이 외모에, 이 매력에. 네가 나한테 빠지는 건 당연한 거야. 알다시피 내가 구미호잖아?
Moving on is an anticipated Netflix period drama, Show Business, set to take us back to the 1960s all the way to the 1980s, during the birth of Korea's entertainment industry. Show Business follows the story of a woman who overcomes a rough childhood to chase her dreams in the rising entertainment industry. Right alongside her is our male lead, her childhood friend who also embarks on the same journey, trying to find his place in a rapidly changing world. Show Business is set to star the talented Song Ye-kyo and Gong Yoo in the lead roles, and it's set to air with 22 episodes, which is already being called one of the most ambitious period dramas in production. Also adding to the lineup is the highly anticipated fantasy romance drama, The Remarried Empress. Based on the popular web novel of the same name, The Remarried Empress tells the story of Navier, a dignified and graceful empress of the Eastern Empire, as her whole world gets shattered when her husband, the emperor, demands a divorce. Heartbroken but unshaken, our female lead makes a bold move of her own as she decides to the divorce, but on one condition, that she be allowed to remarry Prince Henry of the Western Kingdom. However, what begins as a bold political move soon evolves into a complicated love story as our male lead starts to fall in love with her. If you are a fan of the original web series, then you're in luck, because this series is packed with betrayal, elegance, and unexpected romance. Guys, a quick reminder, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, be sure to do that right now. If you have done that, let's get back into the list. Up next is a haunting romance thriller, Delusion. Set in Gyeongsong in the 1930s, this series follows the story of our male lead, a struggling artist desperate for a breakthrough, as he takes on a mysterious job from a 50-years-old woman with a mysterious secret. However, our female lead appears not as an elderly woman but as a lady in her 20s. Although unsettling, our male lead begins to realize that his muse may not be entirely human. Starring Bae Suzy and Kim Seon-ho in the lead roles, Delusion is set to air on Disney Plus with just 10 episodes, diving deep into a web of secrets, forbidden romance, and psychological suspense. Following up is a romance Korean drama, Wife of a 21st Century Prince. Starring the talented IU and Byun Woo-seok in the lead roles, Wife of a 21st Century Prince takes place in an alternate reality where South Korea still operates under a constitutional monarchy. The series follows the story of a wealthy heiress who seems to have it all, but lacks the one thing she can't buy: a noble blood. However, to elevate her social standing, our female lead agrees to enter a contract marriage with Prince Lee Wan, a royal with zero influence in the palace other than his title. Despite their opposite worlds, what starts off as a calculated arrangement quickly turns into a complicated love story as our two leads begin to uncover each other's vulnerabilities, filled with emotional twists, subtle power plays, and undeniable chemistry. With no official streaming platform confirmed yet, if you are a fan of IU's dramas, then Wife of a 21st Century Prince is one you should definitely add to your 2026 watch list. Up next is Netflix's upcoming historical romance, Scandal. Set to take place during the late Joseon dynasty, Scandal follows the story of Lady Cho, a noblewoman of exceptional beauty who secretly defies societal norms placed on her, even though it means breaking the rules. However, when our female lead learns that her husband plans to take in a new concubine, she proposes a dangerous game of seduction with her secret admirer, a notorious womanizer known for his charm and skill in manipulation. Our male lead gets tasked with seducing Hui Yon, a widow known for her innocence, as she finds herself falling in love with him. This Netflix original series is a bold television remake of the provocative 2003 film Untold Scandal, marking the first on-screen collaboration between Jichangwook and Sun Ye-jin in the lead roles. With filming already in production, Scandal is set to air in the first quarter of 2026, with only just 8 episodes exclusively on Netflix. Following that is a fantasy romance historical drama, Dear Bandit. Set to take us back to the Joseon era, this series follows the story of a noblewoman who leads a double life as a bandit, disguising herself as a man to rob corrupt officials, all the while hiding her true identity in a world that punishes women for stepping out of line. However, her story takes an unexpected twist when she crosses paths with our male lead, a brilliant royal investigator with a sharp mind and a secret soft spot for justice. Their unexpected meetings spark a romance at first sight, with our male lead not knowing she is the very bandit he's been chasing for a long time. Dear Bandit is set to star Nam Ji-hyun and Moon Sang-min in the lead roles, airing with just 12 episodes every Saturday and Sunday in the month of January in 2026. Up next is a romance comedy drama, Boyfriend on Demand. Boyfriend on Demand stars Blackpink's Kim Jisoo as our female lead, as she takes on the role of an overworked and emotionally drained webtoon producer who loses all faith in love while struggling to keep up with deadlines and battling creative exhaustion. Our female lead stumbles upon a virtual reality dating app called Monthly Boyfriend, where she finds herself subscribed to custom-made partner designed to meet her emotional needs. However, things get complicated when she finds herself constantly butting heads with her talented but cold-hearted co-worker who might be hiding a very unexpected secret. Starring Seo In-guk as our male lead, Boyfriend on Demand is scheduled to premiere in the first half of 2026, with only just 10 episodes on Netflix. Coming up next is a romantic comedy drama, Sold Out Again Today. Set in a unique backdrop of rural life, this upcoming series follows the story of our male lead, a mysterious farmer, and a lead researcher of a cosmetics company. The story also focuses on our female lead, a successful and driven home shopping host who's famous for her ability to sell out anything she touches. However, when fate brings them together, what starts as hot-headed bickering and late-night conversations soon turn into a slow-burn romance starring Ahn Hyo-seop and Chae Won-bun in the lead roles. Sold Out Again Today is set to premiere with only just 12 episodes in the second quarter of 2026. Number 1 on our list is an action supernatural drama, The WonderFools. Set during the final months in the 1990s, The WonderFools tells the story of a group of friends as their lives take a wild turn when they suddenly find themselves with superpowers. The story focuses on our female lead, a funny and unpredictable woman who carries a unique heart condition that leaves her walking on a tightrope. Also starring opposite her is our male lead, a cold, awkward government worker with a strict personality and a mysterious past. Starring Cha Eun-woo and Park Yoon-bin in the lead roles, the WonderFools tell the stories of our main leads navigating their newfound powers, each flawed in their own way, as they find themselves facing off against mysterious villains threatening to destroy the peace in their city. If you are a fan of supernatural drama mixed with the 90s nostalgic flair and a stack of talented cast, you should definitely add this to your watch list. Bonus mention: if you're a fan of anime, you are in luck because Solo Leveling is getting a live adaptation.
殺される。ヒーラーもいない。やるしかないんだ。
Starring Baeon Woo-seok in the lead roles, Solo Leveling follows the story of Sung Jin-woo, the weakest of all E-rank hunters whose life changes after a brutal near-death experience, where he miraculously gains a rare ability that allows him to level up far beyond the limits of human potential. Originally a Korean web novel that exploded in popularity, Solo Leveling was later adapted into a best-selling webtoon and a wildly successful anime series that swept 9 anime awards. The release date has yet to be announced, but this live adaptation action series is set to air on Netflix in 2026.
せっかく命拾いしたのに、いつまで押し削りてるつもりだ。こんなところで死んでたまるか。
And finally on our list is an office comedy drama, Miss Undercover Boss. Set in the late 1990s during the IMF crisis, Miss Undercover Boss follows the story of our female lead, a financial supervisory officer, as she goes undercover posing as a 20-year-old rookie employee, with a mission to expose corporate corruption before it spirals out of control. Park Shin-hye stars as our female lead, showcasing 2 totally opposite personalities, as an elite, icy investigator and an awkward, clueless office newbie. Miss Undercover Boss is set to have a late 90s nostalgic vibe, premiering in the first half of 2026 on TVN. And that's our list of upcoming Korean dramas airing in 2026. If you like this video, why not check out our next video of upcoming K-dramas releasing a second season? If you haven't yet subscribed, you can do that right now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.